Round 2, if you're watching in the future, we tried to start this game, and we had some audio sync issues. It should be fixed now. Just to reiterate, this is my first time ever playing .hack. I'm familiar with it, just only that it's the game within a game MMO title, but I know nothing else about it other than that. I think since we would be running 30 minutes over, I'm going to reschedule People's Subblock game today. I'll shoot her a whisper. Apologies.
Der Mann des Schattens, auf der Suche nach dem Abendrachen, ist noch nicht zurückgekommen. Der Herd der Finsternis grollt. Helba, Königin der Finsternis, stellt schließlich ein Heer auf. Alparon, König des Lichts, grüßt sie. Und sie treffen sich am Fuße des Regenbogens. Die verfluchte Welle muss gemeinsam bekämpft werden. Der See von Alba brodelt. Der große Baum des Lichts fällt. Alle Macht zerfällt zu Tropfen im Tempel von Arche Köln. Wesen ohne Schatten, ihre Welt zerfällt zu nichts. Der Mann des Schattens auf der Suche nach dem Abenddrachen kehrt niemals mehr zurück.
We're back.
Okay, user registration is done. Now for a name.
Twilight Dragon.
Yasuhiko's probably already there waiting for me. I'd better hurry.
See, 2003. This is an early-ish PS2 game, is that right? Oh, that's cool. Username and character name. Right on. Clever, clever. Oops. Oh, jeez. There we go. There we go. Now I can navigate the menu. Is it the Genius Kid? Does sound familiar. Select the world from your desktop. Zawarudo. Vaguely ominous and mostly nonsensical. Version update. Actually, this menu reminds me a lot of Xeno Saga. Doesn't have any of the same team working on it, did it? Your monster, certain physical and magical attacks will cause 0 damage because of defense mechanisms. Attack elements and skills that are opposite the monster attribute will result in double damage. That's a big patch to add to an MMO. Holy shit. Thank you. You're registering. Put codes at Chaos Gates and Root Towns. Aqua Capital. Island City. Cultural City. Aerial City. Thank you for the names before them. Relic City. Now let's go on an adventure. Finish registering? What kind of character are you? If you use a smart-ass name, I'm Orca. Keep that in mind. Don't call me by my real name. Seems like a native speaker. Interesting. Yeah, XX Marstead. XX 420. Chronic traffic jams are resolved by this system. Ability to control and address traffic lights depending on the situation. Huh. Interesting. The world tops 20 million. 20 million copies. The first online game released since Twilight of the New Gods incidents. 10 million users in Japan alone. Miro Goggle FMD. Okay. Oculus Rift. Rainbow eye coating. 100-hour consecutive use. Oh my god. We're way in the future. Sound recognition device is evolved in near perfection with a less than 0.5% error rate. Guys, the pause with speaker and translate them as an ellipsis. Okay, so they're trying to establish how all of this can make sense in this universe, I guess. Pluto Kiss incident of December 2005, the 2-year period following the incident, commonly known as the Twilight of the New Gods. Only a page in history. So this was this game's significant feature, right? Yeah, it's before. This is before or immediately before the release of World of Warcraft. Right around that time, maybe. Yes. Did you not see all those hexagons? Yeah, second MMO became a genre because of this game, right? Now, did it start as a video game or did it start as an anime? Which is the card and which is the horse? So it would have been more like EverQuest was the big at the time. I guess Final Fantasy XI was 2001, so... ish. 2002 maybe in Japan? Bored. Oh, jeez. Oh my god, each one of these has... We will now explain each element in detail. Okay, I'm good. What's a grunty? Pig? Okay, I'm good. Yeah.
Hey, you made it.
Oh, that's interesting. Right, because they have the voice recognition software.
Hey, it's me, Orca, the Blade Master.
Whoa! You look so different from the real Yasuhiko. Nothing like the real you.
Don't call me that, I'm Orca.
Hey, in this game, I'm Orca. Regardless of what I am in reality, I'm pretty well known here. What?
No, you look great.
Anyway, take this.
Orca's member
address is the flashmail address you can only access in the world. With flashmail, you can exchange messages with others in real time,
RP
as
noob.
long as you are in the world. It's mostly used by newbies to contact other players to form a party. Try it out by inviting me to join your party. First,
pretty cool.
press the triangle button to open the menu. In the menu, select Next. Choose. Now, press the X button twice. Ah, got it. Join my party. It's kind of weird mailing each other when we're face to face. See? My name appears under your screen. That means I'm in your party. By the way, flashmail
Orca's
is
real
only
life character's
available when
name,
you're
does
in
that sound like
town.
a male name or a female name?
Oh, and you
know my
can't
Japanese
contact
names
people
well
when
enough.
they're not logged into the world.
Right, sir.
People do have a life, you know. We're not online 24/7. In other words, you can't always count on the same members to form a party.
That's cool.
So, try to get
It
as
is
many
male?
member
Okay.
addresses as you can. You'll have more fun that way. Well, how you play is up to you. But since EXP
I know,
and
right?
stuff
Four-character
isn't
name?
divided
Holy
among
shit.
party members, you really don't benefit if you go solo.
That's good to
Okay. Well, why don't we head off? There's nothing to worry about. I found a perfect place for newbies.
This is actually kind of novel. Having not
This
played a
is
game
the
like this
Chaos
before,
Gate. Sort
having
of
a character in
transfer
universe
device
talk
that
about
takes us
XP
from
and
one
stuff
place
is fun.
to
You
another.
can see the appeal.
Now, press the X button. In the world, each play zone is called an area, determined by a combination of 3 keywords. Select New Keyword. This is the keyword screen. At the top is the entry plate.
Jesus Christ. It's okay, we're gonna be alright. Everything's fine. This is a terrifying menu.
You
First
put
thing.
the 3 selected keywords one by one for each part, A, B, and C.
Okay.
Left of the entry plate is all the keywords you have. You can collect more of them by reading your emails, the board, and
Okay,
from other
chaos,
players.
cool. Anything in particular I should look for?
Now, let's enter some keywords by starting with Part A.
Should I go through and clear everything that's in there right now just so I can see when new stuff gets posted?
Select bursting from the list. Good. Next for Part B, select passed over. For the last one in Part C, select Aquafield.
Dude, this is a really accurate representation of what it's like to have a friend show you a complicated MMO for the first time. Be like, just select this, just trust me, just pick it. And you're like, bursting passed over Aquafield? Fuck.
Now you're done specifying
Okay,
the
cool.
area. Oh, one more thing. You see the symbol on the left next to the keyword? That's the server symbol. It indicates which server you are currently logged on to. This symbol is Delta, so we're logged on to the Delta server. The list on the bottom right is the area status list.
That makes sense. This is the seed for the level, Spiky.
See the jewel next to the field type and dungeon? That indicates how the selected keyword affects the status. For example, check the field type. See the jewel on the right?
I do.
This means that the field type is being determined by Aquafield, the keyword in C. We don't know what kind of field the current keyword will create until we get there. But once we learn the effect of that keyword, we can combine it with other keywords effectively.
Okay, that's a cool
For
idea.
more details, check out the board on your own time.
Oh, I see.
All right, let's
That's
get
neat.
going to the Delta, bursting passed over Aquafield.
Now, are they not actually, are none of them actually random?
Select Warp.
Like all of their, all of their features are determined by the keywords you select, so if everyone picks the same keywords, they'll get the same dungeon, they get the same instance.
Before we get going, let me explain to you about the camera control. During the game, enemies will attack from all directions. The idea is to adjust your view quickly to see your enemy and grasp the situation. I'll explain more later, but remember, you can only use skills on targets you can see. Basically, if you don't use the camera right,
Okay, good to know.
you'll be dead before you know it.
I wonder how
First,
much of it's
rotate
authored.
the camera.
Like,
Push either the L1
if they just made an
button
algorithm
or the
that says
R1
if this thing
button
is
to
selected,
move
then
the
this is what
camera.
happens in the world.
Good. Next, let's zoom in and zoom out. You can zoom the camera in or out by using the right analog stick.
That's pretty. So we're gonna be
Try
at
it.
this level for the entire game. Yeah, I tried it. That's where we're gonna be for the whole game. This is an MMO. Come on,
Yeah,
all the
that's
way
it.
out. No, wrong.
Finally,
Incorrect. False.
you reset the camera. There you go. Remember, when the battle starts,
We're playing a game
constantly
with
adjust
ants
your
here.
camera.
Who cares about what their character looks like?
Okay, and this is the field. It's the lowest level in the area. When you want to return to the town, press the triangle
Totally
button and
instance
select
MMO.
Gate Out from the menu.
No, I'm done with this game
Grassland,
so far.
wilderness,
No
and
problem.
jungle are some of the field types.
This is
You
a
can
totally
set
reasonable
them
thing
with
to happen when you
keywords.
first start playing an MMO. Someone who's showing you around, right?
Combination of field type and weather determines the area elements. For example,
Yeah, right.
if it's
Sornas?
a
I know what you
grassland
mean.
and it's raining,
It was like that in
area will be a water
when
element
Pokemon
stage.
Go first came out, and we knew literally nothing about it. A lot of the fun was like talking to other people. Like, oh, did you know that this works like this?
The elements also affect the type of monsters that will appear and the items you can get. Don't worry about it now. As you get used to it, combine words to get different elements.
Don't worry about it now. Yeah, this is pretty legit.
Now, let's get going on our quest. First, check the map at top right. You see the red down arrow on it? That's the gate to the dungeon. In the dungeon's deepest level, there's a Gott statue that usually holds a rare item. Basically, the goal is to reach this statue. But enemies are often tougher down there.
None of this
So
is ever
gain some
relevant,
levels
right?
above ground before you head below.
It has that MMO tutorial effect too, when you have a friend explaining it to you, where like you get it every time they say like, yeah, the red arrow means you're like, okay, I got
wait
you.
a sec.
This is nested in like 30 things.
By using the fairy's orb, hidden data on the map becomes visible, like this.
Great.
Yellow areas on the map show magic portals, where you encounter monsters and treasures. All right, how about we go pick a fight? Head for one of the magic portals.
You can say that in high.
For a basic
probably,
attack,
or, Mega Man, I'd
approach
like to
the
know-
target
not
and press
know
the
whether it's
X
relevant
button.
or not.
By the way, a cursor appears on the target so that you can check its name and hit points. Try using a basic attack to defeat some monsters.
Action RPG, no global cooldown. Whoa. What a thrill.
You started to get the hang of it, right?
Nice.
Okay,
Sorry.
let's try. Press the triangle button to open the menu and select skills.
Let me know if that helps a bit.
Okay then. Choose Rep from the list.
Reps?
When the target cursor appears, select the target and press the X button to execute. That's it. Pretty easy, huh?
Cool, thanks.
You can target a party member for recovery or remedy skills.
Yeah, dynamic
and the
music
enemy
is a
for
big deal.
attack skills.
Every game does that now, but back in the day.
Remember, you can only apply
Even like
skills to targets
Bioshock
within
Infinite
your
did
view.
that, but Bioshock 1 didn't, right? That's
Before
exciting.
using a skill, adjust the camera so that your target comes into view.
Yeah, sometimes you'll have a
You must be
awesome
sick of me
leader
at
might
this
be well
point.
known on the server.
It's your turn to tell me what to do by using chat commands. Okay, I'll teach you the command to get your members to heal. Okay then, press the square button to open the menu. Next, go ahead and choose
First
First
aid.
Aid from... Well, it's good to be the boss,
Heals
isn't
for
it?
1050 and you get healed for 63. This is pretty perfect.
If you use it well, you can bunch
Not
up on
even
the
that
enemy,
I just
or give
had this
separate orders
experience
to each
days
party
ago in
member.
Final Fantasy 14.
When you add new members to the party, try various chat commands to see their effects. That's it for now. Just remember what you learned and start exploring. When you think you're ready, we'll head for the dungeon.
Cool. He hits it for 50. That's awesome. That's such a cool way to do a tutorial too, right? It wouldn't work in anything else other than an MMO within Mandragora. Cool. Having him hit for like 5,000 damage and you still get an okay amount of XP. Isn't the world fun? That's the Paper Mario effect. I tend to prefer the smaller numbers when games can manage it. Wooden element equipment is better with this enemy. He gets no XP for those fights. Don't try too hard. That's what I'm saying, it's perfect. This is exactly what it's like to play an MMO with a friend who's already been playing it for a long time. To be fair about. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go check that out next.
This spring has a strange feel. Maybe I should throw in a weapon or a piece of armor.
Sure. Nothing to throw in. Okay. Remember it for later. You lose experience. That would be the Japanese way. The FF11 way. You wouldn't lose your gear, but yeah, old school MMOs for sure. Brutal death penalties.
Now we can start exploring the dungeon. One thing you need to remember is that you can't gate out when you're in a dungeon. To gate out and return to the town, you have to go back to the field. The sprite Ocarina will warp you to the surface,
right, sir.
but you can't use it during battle. This is the treasure box, but you knew that, right? You should know that there are two types of treasure boxes, normal and booby-trapped. This one's normal. Hit the X button to open it.
We now have Resurrect. Nice.
This one's booby-trapped. Notice a different color?
Yeah, your mom lets you use the phone and you get disconnected. That's the real one. Those were rough times, man.
Just use the fortune wire on it. This item will disarm the trap.
90s MMOs.
See? Now it's safe to open. Press
Just
the
use
X
fortune
button to
wire.
open.
Yeah, no problem. I can remember that. Gale breath, huh? Vitamin dead ally, fairy's orb. Raise trees below the target. Interesting. Nani? That's
What the?
creepy.
Did you just see that?
Yeah. Was that thing chasing her?
Yeah, but something like that on this level?
Isn't the world fun? Spooky, but not really.
Better watch out. We're trapped in here. In the dungeon, there are rooms with traps everywhere.
Hey Ben, what are you doing, bud?
The only way to get out of a trap like this is by activating all the magic portals in the room. All right, let's charge to that magic portal.
They explain the voiceover as being some fancy new technology where you talk and it puts it into text. So the technology is good enough for that, but not enough for facial animation. This game needs level sync. I agree. Level sync is like the best system. Like, I want every game to have it. It's brilliant. Not invalidating your old content every couple of years is a really good advantage, making it easier to play with friends. All dungeon portals open. Amateur blades. Weapon for Twin Blade. Equipment. That's what I already have equipped, right? Okay, gotcha. Treasure was very risky. Yeah.
This is the room where the statue
Monkey
is.
face.
There's only one of them at the dungeon's deepest level.
Game was
You
precious.
can get rare items from it. That's enough adventure for now. Let's grab the treasure and get back to town, shall we? If we had a Sprite Oak Arena, we could warp out of here. But we don't have one.
Ocarina.
So we gotta go back the way we just came.
I used to pronounce it like that. Steel blades, Grunt doll, rainbow card. All the loot. Speed charm I don't need. Grunt doll. Sell it for money or trade. Roger. Hey, vendor trash.
Was the rumor true?
Take this.
Huh?
Nani?
Please take this. There's no time. Please.
What's this?
A great force. The power it holds can bring forth either salvation or destruction at the whim of the user.
Your
Speaking cadence is weird.
It's coming.
Salvation or destruction in a cup of tea. Aqualung, my friend. What are you? This thing was chasing around before.
it'll kill you.
Oh man,
What the hell?
that's pretty cool. I've spent this time establishing that he's such a badass compared to you, right? I like it. Is destruction even an option? This would be pretty cool if it happened in an actual MMO. You're showing your noob friend around a dungeon and some super boss showed up and kicked your ass. You didn't tell me what happens when you die.
Be this way. I'm sorry. Get out of here.
Whoa. You did. Yeah. Badass mentor character is gonna die. I used to play an RP required MMO. It was pretty fun. Like, in order to unlock mechanics, you had to RP. System error. Fortunately, the give argument is the opposite syntax from the add argument. It's bad. It's a deepbot native command, unfortunately. So you got little Pokeball nipples.
What was wrong with Yasuhiko? Why was he upset? I wanted to ask him, but he wouldn't even pick up the phone.
That
And
hack
then,
got your expectations too high for actual MMOs.
the next day, I found out that Yasuhiko had been hospitalized.
Nutty.
I rushed to the hospital, but they wouldn't even let me see him. But I guess it's better this way. I didn't want to see him all week, and he wouldn't want that either.
Didn't want to see him all week either.
But what the hell happened to him? I have a feeling that the key to it is somewhere in the world.
You have mail. By just inconvenience due to problems with our servers, we're focusing our efforts on finding the cause of the problem. We will limit play to only the Delta and Theta servers. Thank you for understanding. Yeah, it's not bad for 2002.
I should post on the board about Yasuhiko. Maybe someone will respond to it.
He's in a coma after playing this game. He's hospitalized and still isn't out yet. But these things actually happen? Someone's be like, no, you idiot. Confirmation bias. Else in the same state? Anyone else in a coma right now? That's survivor bias. No. It's like the survivor bias of people in the endgame Stormblood zones, like ganging up on people for complaining about the main story quest in the shout chat. Like, everyone here likes, thinks this game is awesome and the main story quest is great. It's like, y'all are the people who made it to the end of this second expansion to be able to even have this conversation. Alright, let's clear all these other ones. What's a skill? What's a skill? Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like little forum posts. They don't call it magic because they're not just spells. Moves are used by a swordsman as well. When I changed weapons, I lost a skill. Is there a connection? This is really neat. I like this whole forum thing. I mean, it's a lot of stuff to try to power through. That's a really cool way to have like a tutorial codex, right? Little forum you can access. I'm a big fan. Hero of Zeit. Bottom of the dungeon. Get to the Zeit statue as fast as you can. Balmung. Orca was in number 2, so they was pretty famous. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I think there might be a way to do it. I'm curious if there's like a broadcast restriction. It came with the game, right? It's like, what's the difference between streaming that and watching it versus, you know, streaming a very long cutscene in Persona? Wondering about buying one. Don't understand. Doesn't seem to work. Don't worry about parameters in the beginning. Initially concerned with the level of the area. Okay. Too strong. More than 2 jewels in the earth. This is great. I love the way that these are all worded. It looks like it's been well localized too. It's hard to nail like a forum conversation in a foreign language and put it in English. Golden axe. People do collect it. Someone named Tim wanted to trade for it. Most people who collect the golden eye and the silver axe at high levels. Huh. It's kind of nailing that feeling of the when you first join an MMO that people have already been playing for a while, that it feels really overwhelming, right? That's cool too. What does a symbol do? Persona. Oh no, don't ban Persona from being streamed and played. Okay. We'll just check it when there's something new on the board from now on. All servers aren't available due to maintenance. We apologize for inconvenience. That's pretty realistic. Would it be funny if I'm just expected to like spam log in until I get in? They're not going to make me do that. Mailer. Oh, book. These help me. Interesting. Can't read it. Save again since I haven't in a while. Now we can get in. Let me just turn the game off and dick around on Reddit for a few minutes. Check my email. I feel like Persona 5 has been out long enough now that anyone who wants to beat it has beaten it. The fact that there's even a restriction at all is still pretty goofy.
What? What is it? You got something to say?
No.
Oh, I get it now. You are a newbie, aren't you? I might have guessed. Well, are you or not? Come on now, don't be shy. You can tell me. Listen.
Looks like an actual MMO character that somebody made, right?
It's impolite to stare at someone like that. You have to understand it's the same as the real world. Don't you get it? Ugh. Last chance. What is up with you anyway?
We're gonna translate silences as ellipses. They had to point that out.
Say something already?
Yeah, 90-10, I would say. Is those like actual demographics for most MMOs? There might be some variance. I think that I heard Overwatch is approaching like 40-60, which is really exciting. For what demographics they have. Hello. Save your data. Game over is no problem now. Hello. I'm so busy I don't have time to level up. This sucks. Player is absent from Zawarudo. Waffle. I'll trade 1 Shadow Blades for 10 cooked waffle. Oh, that's kind of cool. Just buy the jump potion, lady.
Yeah.
Yes, by all means. Hidden forbidden holy ground. Okay. Blackrose.
Okay.
Do they always tell you what the trade options are when you talk to them? It's more like it. Items can be stored. Okay. Any elf saving. Ender chests. Got it. Yeah, right. Oh, that's cool. You see the other player like go up to the shopkeeper and then just kind of walk away after standing still for a few seconds? That must have been fun to try to model for all the different characters. Let me see here. That's so different from normal like NPC movement modeling. Did they ever plan on making an actual .hack MMO? Double meta? Time use only. This is pretty sweet, actually. I was a little bit worried, to be honest. I had heard some of the .hack games aren't terribly well received, but like the buy for this, like this basic setting and the fantasy they're going for, is a really cool concept for a single player video game. They did have one, but it shut down now. It's too bad. There's a lot of cool ways you can use this concept to do some smart things. It wasn't very popular. Well, yeah, I guess the thing is, if you're going to make an MMO out of this game, you'd have to make a .hack MMO. You wouldn't want to make the world MMO. Because, like, the world MMO wouldn't live up to what this game pretends like it is, if that makes sense. Yeah, sure. Word list. Hidden forbidden holy ground. Watch Sword Art Online. That makes sense, Spiky, yeah. It's a cool premise. It seems like it has a lot of narrative design space as well as mechanical design space, but I could see it running out pretty fast.
Never mind, let's go. Well, are you going to escort me like a proper gentleman?
Sure, Blackrose. That could be fun, Yukupo. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a comparable story where, like... I think like this MMO works because of the narrative uncertainty around it and the design uncertainty around it. Like, it feels bigger than what they can show you in .hack.
What is that thing?
But if you actually try to make the MMO, it's not going to live up to that fundamental uncertainty that makes the story work, I think.
Oh no!
All the manga, anime, games, and book connect.
So that's it! Pretty weak, huh? What do you know? You didn't even need my help at all, did you?
Interesting.
That statue.
Is this
It
the
looks
meaning of
so-
statue?
So sad.
What's up, Breaker? How you been?
Scathe, Enos, Magus. I can't read anything else. The inscription is faded.
Your character's really
By the
quiet
way-
most of the time. It's interesting. Still voice acted though.
I guess you can tell that I'm a newbie too.
You're a newbie too.
Yeah.
It must be pretty obvious by the way I acted back there. But you still hung out with me. You know what? You're nicer than I thought.
That's nice, I
You
think.
see, I'm trying to find.
Hey, what are you doing?
What? What about you, huh?
No time to explain. It's too dangerous here.
What?
I'm telling you to get out.
Happy birthday, Raker.
Leave here at once.
Newbie isn't a mark of shame, right? I haven't played this game for hours before.
But how? Tell me what's going on here. That thing
It's
should've
interesting.
been dead.
I feel like you do this
Why is it
interesting
glowing
transition
like that? It's
when
so
you move
creepy.
from like
Is this for real?
playing MMOs as a teenager to as a young adult, where you go from saying, "Oh man, I've got like 600 hours logged, and I've got all the legendary weapons," and then you're an adult and you're like, "I've got like 600 hours logged, and I have like 2 legendary weapons." You're like ashamed of it, right, for playing it too much.
Leave it be or you'll be killed.
Yeah, Leo, that's still my favorite thing. It actually happened on stream when we were playing Final Fantasy XIV. We did some content that had been out for 3 weeks, and some
Open the
person
book.
in the raid was like, "This has been out for 3 weeks. Why don't you all know this already?" You serious, dude?
The power it holds
Yeah, why is
can
she
bring
constantly
forth
convulsing?
either
Is a good
salvation
question.
or destruction at the whim of the user.
Can I have the salvation one? Book of Twilight. Oh, what is it? Installation book. I haven't learned about those yet. Got the glitchy shit. This is what showed up when Orca got wrecked. That's how you interact with the book. You throw it. Shit, I didn't think they were going to start talking about hacks this early in the game, but I guess that's the subtitle, right? Just threw the book. Really? The Secret World seemed like a cool concept for a game. Does the relaunch seem good?
That was like the
Virus Core M.
time when Orca.
Kind of badass character with wings. It's Diablo.
That skill. Now, I understand. You are the same as the virus. To think that I was saved by someone like you.
No! That's not. I don't even know what's.
Do not lie to me. Recently, many places within the world have been damaged by a virus. Those who willfully spread the virus and destroy this world for their own amusement, they shall receive no mercy.
This was the
No,
guy on the
that's
top of
not
the
me,
leaderboard above Orca.
I did not expect to find the one responsible so soon. Draw! Draw your sword, now!
I won't! There's no reason to do that!
There
This game's
is
got
for
PvP?
me.
No! I don't want to fight!
What is the matter with you?
Yeah, right? For 2003?
That's hardly the way to talk to someone who just saved your life.
I still do not trust you. I just require the time to think this through. But if I find out that you are indeed in with them, I will kill you.
Yeah, I think they're on an RP server.
That was rather childish for Balmonk of the Azure Sky. The
Oh, is Balmung
descendant
supposed
of
to be pronounced?
Fianna.
Is the G like a GK Germanic sound? Balmung.
I do not speak with hackers.
This is pretty great.
That boy. He's a friend of your partner.
Orca?
Yeah, real life friends. Go to the same school and everything.
I thought he would end up like Orca, and I panicked. That's when I heard her voice.
So you're a cheater
It was the
now.
voice of the girl who gave the book to Orca.
I see.
I
But
see.
what are you going to do if the data bug shows up again? That power put your friend... sorry.
Yeah, this is inside
I
an
don't
MMO.
even know what this power
Game
is.
within a game.
I see.
I see.
Or what she wanted Orca to
I see.
do.
I see. I see.
I see.
And what am I supposed to do with this power? All I want to do is help Orca.
Weird, awkward pauses. Yeah. He's in some kind of coma. Aqua Capital, Makanu. That was a fun mission.
Well, I've got to go.
See ya.
Today was... I don't know what to say, but...
Today was
Good night.
today. Sorry, I could get over. It'd take me a while for that to become annoying or rote. But having NPC characters like running around, walking and erratically and stopping at stores and stuff is fun. Let's do random. Level 17 seems bad. What level am I to start with? Status. I'm level 1, yeah, so let's not do 17. Oh, 2 would have been good. Alright, let's try it again when we get 2 again. 3, sure. Call the police or something. Yeah, that's gonna work. Hey, cops. My friend was playing this video game and died. Those are not causally connected, young man. Some weird icons on the minimap. These guys hurt. I'm gonna die. This is a bad idea. Maybe want to try to find a level 1 zone here. How do you... Can you jack out from any point on the field? It looks like it. Okay. Oh, what's the save? What's the death penalty in this game? I guess I should have asked that earlier. you reload your save or something. I assume that because it's an MMO, they would come up with something different as a death penalty. Restart from save, yikes. Okay. Email. Coma, deleted.
The message I posted is deleted.
Interesting. That's cool. Let's play tag. Detestable golden sunny demon added to the word list. Golden goblin. If you win tag against me, I'll give you a reward. Interesting. Come alone. An RPer who uses a like, speaking tick. Fantastic. I believe you. I'm actually really busy. I'll help you when I have time. Call me up. Thanks. That's cool. Seeing your powers, you can rewrite the monster's data by performing data drain when the OK sign is flashing. If used wisely, will be very valuable. Check the spread by a gauge in the skill selection menu. When the spread is 100%, there may be a lethal effect on your character. So like I'm data mining the game or something? That's interesting. This is the fate of the one who bears the bracelet.
She knows about my bracelet. Who is she?
She's Elite Hexor. Helba. The world for idiots. This volume will go above and beyond the world with strategy, tips, and advice. I feel like saying like, you know, Windows for dummies or something. Like dummy doesn't quite have the like heft of the word idiots. Well, I guess they're technically synonyms. The world for morons. Jeez. I guess the difference is like the difference between level 1 and level 2 seems pretty significant. So we'll go back to the level 1 world here.
I saw a strange character in the alley. It looked like a cat. Is it possible to edit like that?
A cat? Oh yeah, I saw it too. I prefer bunny girls though.
Yeah. World for fucking noobs, RTFM. I see. I'll have to see how that works here soon.
Hey! I found a great area that's full of aromatic grass. Wanna go?
Aromatic grass?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's get ready then. Mia!
Excuse me!
You seem like you have a cool costume.
You. Yes, you. That's a unique bracelet. Can I take a look?
Can you see it?
Yes, of course. Do you mean to say you can't see this nice bracelet? Even if you can't see it. As long as you know it's there, it's the same thing as seeing it, right?
Okay, gear that doesn't show up on your character.
Hey, what are you talking about? I can't see any bracelet, Mia.
Well, thanks a lot for letting me look at your bracelet.
No
I
problem.
have a feeling we need to do it. Somehow. Well, see you around.
Wait, Mia! What about the aromatic grass?
I want some aromatic grass. Great. Busy with work. Man, it would be really cool to see a dot hack game on a modern system, though. Like, the last one would have been for PS3, I assume. They could do some pretty crazy shit, I bet. This game has aged really well. I'm really impressed. Bursting past over Aquafield. Oh, really? They were also PS2 games. Wow. Interesting. Do enemies like spawn on maps in this game? Is that how it works? Or is this zone potentially totally clear to them? I always pronounce that Mandragora, but Mandragora makes sense too. Yeah. Someone suggested I come here since it's a level 1 zone. Okay. Rig's saying. It looks like it gives me a region effect. Mandragora.
This spring has a
Did you throw these in?
Did you lose a golden axe? Or was it a silver axe?
On Sewer level 1.
What? Neither one? Let's see. Then is it this? Till next time, goodbye.
All right! This item is way better than before.
Oh, I should have put in my better weapons then. Oh well. That's cute. Alright. Doesn't look like any new mobs are spawning here, unfortunately. I can try going into dungeon. I was hoping to grind a couple levels here. Do all maps have a dungeon? That's cool. That's the loot we regenerate too. That is a downgrade. Yeah, so how do I see staccato? Slash at high speed like a dance. Where's fireballs? That's neat. Do you learn skills, or is your skill set just based on your currently equipped gear? Let's see more mobs. Should head out at this point so I can save. This game's really cool. Thanks for sharing this on Subblock Ratchet. I dig it. It's way cooler than what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be like super reliant on the gimmick, but it seems like, you know, it has a lot of depth to it beyond that. Rime was really cool too. If you guys missed Rime, holy shit. You might even want to go buy that game. Like, or maybe if you have a Switch, wait for it to come out on Switch, but... Worse gear for better skills. Yeah, that's neat. I like that. Okay, we'll try to find a new level 1 world next time, so we can level up a little bit. Yeah. Probably to use Orca to level up more originally. Cool. Well, thanks, folks.